Hey everybody, Jam Creates here. Got another comic review today. This time we are reviewing Exilium issue 6, which is the final issue of the series. This was a 6-issue miniseries, and this is a giant-sized finale. So you'll notice Alterna comics are usually $1.50. This one's $1.99. It is much bigger than a regular issue, so they charge an extra 50 cents. I'm still not going to complain about 50 cents more, like, let's be honest. But first off, let's just start with the cover here. We got this cool wraparound cover. You've got people on both sides. Definitely cool looking. I mean, the art's in this whole series has been really good. The art's been fantastic. And I like that they did a wraparound cover for the finale, that it's a giant-sized finale. It just kind of feels epic in every way, and it's been a pretty epic series, and I feel like this is an epic ending to an epic series. So I definitely just trying to get a good view of the cover here for you guys. I definitely really enjoy this cover. Great artwork, like I said, great artwork throughout, great colors. You can see the good and the bad just by looking at the cover. You know who's who. So definitely cool stuff. All right, so let's get into the actual meat here of the issue. Before we even get going, let's just make sure we hit up right here. Ben Slabak. Slavic? No, Slavic. I said it right the first time. Damn it. Ben, I do this to you every single time. I'm so sorry. He's the creator and the writer. Solomon Farias does pencils and inks. Mark Sintes does colors, does a great job on colors, by the way. And HDE does the lettering. We come in and, there's been so much mystery about the Exilium and who they are and what their deal is, and, where did the aliens that are following the other aliens, where did they come from? And then throughout the series, we've seen the aliens that drove the other aliens to Earth by destroying their homeworld. We've seen hints that the Exilium somehow are connected to them, which is strange because they didn't become exiled until the aliens showed up on Earth as refugees. So how could this even be? It's very strange. We start off with a whole standoff here. Like, we get a quick little dip back, letting us know some information, and then we jump right back to where we left off the previous issue, where we've got the standoff between father and son here, and our team trying to make their escape off the Exilium's base. And basically, like, once that happens, pretty much all hell breaks loose. I mean, the battle has still been going on outside of Earth, and things are not looking great. And, you can see we've got some, strategy meetings and things of that nature, and we really kind of understand, like, things are looking bad. They're dire right now, and they need to come back. Our team, Nia and the team, need to come back to Earth and explain what actually happened, because they were sent to go get the Exilium to bring them back to be like Earth's last hope against these invaders. And now it turns out that the invaders actually were the humans. They were the Exilium. There's a whole crazy explanation for how it happens, and it's nuts, but I love it because it still makes sense. Which is really cool, because it's this crazy. There's some time travel involved, but in the end, it all makes sense. It makes perfect sense, which is really great, because once you start getting time travel involved, things can be really messed up. But it's not focused on the time travel. That's not the point of the story or anything, which is nice. But it explains what happened with the Exilium and how they got where they are, and how they actually are the alien force that invaded True and the other aliens' world, destroyed their world, and sent them to Earth, fleeing to Earth as refugees, which then in turn made the Exilium get sent away in the first place, if that makes any sense. It's kind of crazy, but it does make sense. It works. Um, and again, we get the whole explanation, like all the questions are answered, um, and at the same time, we've got basically a ticking clock of the Exilium coming to invade Earth and just basically wipe it out. Like they don't even care about being accepted back or anything like that. They're just like, nope, we're just gonna wipe everybody out. We don't even care anymore. Which is insane, but they are insane. Like there's definitely like their leader here is nuts. Um, and it really is just crazy what's going on. The good guys hatch a plan with these mining droids to kind of slow down the Exilium ship, which is it's a nice plan. It works. It does work to an extent. The villain, though, makes a mad dash. I'm going to skip a little bit. The villain makes a mad dash, and he's coming to Earth, and you can see he's becoming unraveled. Like, you see in the artwork. This is the way I say, like, the art in this book has always been really good, and I feel like it's even better in this issue. And you can see he's become completely unraveled. He's lost his mind. And True actually goes to stop him because he's got some sort of a weapon on board. And it turns out the weapon will actually destroy all life on the planet. Like, it literally will kill every living thing on the planet. This is how nuts this guy is, and how bent on revenge he is for allowing these aliens to come to Earth. He's nuts. He's completely insane. And he managed to get people to follow him. Now, I don't want to ruin the ending. Because, again, if you've been through it for this long, this is a 6-issue series, I certainly don't want to spoil the ending for you. But it gets, the stakes get raised. Like I said, the stakes keep getting raised more and more. There is a ticking clock. We're getting to the end, and everything is culminating with this one big finale. And it pays off big time. It definitely does. If you've been reading the whole time, if you've read the previous 5 issues, there's no reason not to get this one and wrap this series up. Ben, the creator, he just did a crowdfunding campaign for a graphic novel version. I don't know if it's still available in demand. I'm not positive. I'd have to check. But I would definitely recommend, if you haven't read this series at all, that would be a great way to enjoy the series as a whole. Just, if you can get a hold of the graphic novel. Otherwise, go through Alterna, pick up the issues, and just read all the issues. It's that's one thing that Alterna is very good about, is reprinting things that people want. So you can always get a hold of individual issues and read an entire series to completion. So I definitely 100% would recommend. The story is fantastic. It's an epic story with an epic conclusion, and there's a nice surprise at the end. I don't want to spoil. Let's look at the cover again. I don't want to spoil the surprise, but there's a really nice. If you really enjoyed this series, there is a really nice surprise at the end for fans of this series who maybe want to see more in this world. Let's say. It's definitely, and it really, again, makes perfect sense and made me go, oh, snap. Yes, I actually said, oh, snap, when I read it. I say that. Listen, I'm old. I'm allowed to say that. Anyway, I absolutely recommend this book, and I recommend this series wholeheartedly. It's real good sci-fi action adventure. And I absolutely, we're in a time where just good sci-fi action adventure nowadays has been kind of overwhelmed with political opinions and other kinds of nonsense that takes away from the story. This is not like that. Now, yeah, you can make some inferences based on the story with the refugees and the way they're treated and the Exilium and what happens. However, nothing beats you over the head, and nothing is forcing a weird, just bizarre thing on you as a reader. So I absolutely give Ben Slabek tons of credit for writing it, and Solomon Farias tons of credit for drawing. Like I said, the art has been fantastic throughout, and I definitely recommend, and the colors as well. I want to absolutely Mark Sintas with the colors. You did a great job. And Alterna for printing this and everything else. So I definitely recommend 100%. If you like this video, why don't you recommend it to your friends? That would be lovely. But yeah, no, for real. Hit the like, hit the subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Hit the bell for notifications. You can follow me on Twitter at jam_creates. And I am definitely going to put in the description below. You guys can sign up for Indie Comics Underground, my free online fanzine. Definitely want to check that out. It's really cool. The first issue came out. I'm really happy with the way it came out. Issue 2 is coming along really nicely. It's got some cool content. I've been talking to a lot of good creators, and I think that's going to help also with the channel here to get some cool people on, expanding the world of indie comics YouTube, getting some more people who maybe haven't done as many live streams and been on tons of other shows before, getting them on my show to promote their books and talk about their books and just talk about comics in general. So like I said, if you're not already subscribed, you got to get on it, man. You're missing some good stuff, and that's both the channel and ICU. You want to get in there, man. All right, so that's it. I'll talk to you guys soon, and peace out.